Welcome to Subramani. Recently, a friend of mine was trying to buy some life insurance for his 16-year-old son, 15, 16-year-old son, and his wife, who sees my channel, reached out to me and asked me whether it was worth buying insurance for their son. And he was not buying a very big insurance, he was not buying a very small insurance. Well, look at it this way, he was trying to buy a 1 crore kind of insurance for his son, and he had not yet reached out to companies saying, I want insurance for my son. So I said, I asked him, what is your experience? So he said, no, I have not yet reached out. So first of all, I told him, losing a kid is a huge emotional loss. There is absolutely no doubt about it. But actually think of it, it is not a financial loss. Simply because it actually means, assuming that kid were to die, I mean, it sounds sad, but if a person loses a 15-year-old son or daughter, is it an emotional loss or is it a financial loss? Definitely not a financial loss, right? Yes, financial loss in future, potential earnings, etc., etc., but that is not what you are dependent on. So it has to be a financial loss which will cause some damage to you. So if a 33-year-old man dies with a child or 2 children and a wife who is not earning much, then there is going to be a huge financial loss. Maybe there is a home loan to be paid, a car loan to be paid, future education of children, and the wife standard of living being impacted. Yes, they need insurance. Is losing a 15-year-old bad? Yes, of course it's bad, but it is emotionally bad, it is not financially bad. So I said, well, very cruelly put, you will be saving money of whatever money you have for the child, for education is something which you are going to save. So it actually puts more money in your hand when the child dies. Sounds very, very odd and cruel, but that is the truth, right? You don't miss a kid financially, you miss a kid emotionally. So he said, should I take an insurance for myself? I said, by all means do, provided you for what period of your life do you want to take. So somebody had approached him and given him a 33-year or a 35-year plan, and he was already 45 years of age. So again, I said, till what age are you going to work? He said, no, I am not an early retirement guy. I think I will work till the age of 60, which is my company's retirement age, and which means I got another 15 years. He was about 44, so he's got another 16 years to work. So I said, so why do you want to take an insurance till you are 80? He wanted to take just because it was available, and he was more or less sure that some money would come from that to the family because he would die at the age of 72 or 73. I said the pricing of the policy is something which you should see, whether it is worth taking a policy for the life which is time when you are not earning. So I said again, putting it very cruelly, if you die at the age of 62, actually your family is financially well off, because you have not taken your annuities, you have not committed to your annuities, so the whole amount will come to you, because he was planning to take his annuity at 65. His company was giving him the choice of when to start the pension. He wanted to start it at 65. I said, so the family gets the whole your PF, a PF accumulation, the pension has not yet started. All your savings, your investments, your mutual funds, your insurance, whatever is there, everything is available to the family, and you are not anyway earning, which means your money is earning but you are not earning. The earned income is gone. So if there is no earned income, there is no insurance requirement, right? So he said, oh, both my plans you don't want me to take. So I said, no, it's not that I don't want you to take. I said, I looked at his phone, he had a nice expensive phone. I said, is this phone insured? So he said no, and I asked him why. He said, no, I can afford that loss. I said, exactly, even if it's a 1,25,000 which he had paid for the phone, it is not something that would cripple the family, right? They would lose the, I mean, he would lose it, he would lose the phone, he will have a bad day, but next day or same day evening he would go and buy exactly the same phone or a better phone and get a new SIM card. That's it, right? Nothing really changes much in your life. Yes, you feel bad, you feel stupid that you dropped your phone from the balcony, and or you did something absolutely stupid, it got stolen, it doesn't really matter. It's something, a loss which you can take, right? Some losses are actually beneficial for the people who are left back. So if you die at the age of 60, your family actually gets all the money and you have not spent anything during your non-earning time, right? So your family is not really badly off if you die. Yes, it sounds morbid, but it's the truth. So whenever there are losses which you can actually bear, or losses which are emotionally very bad but financially not very bad, you don't need insurance. So I am against children insurance, pet insurance. It sounds so stupid, that right, you have a pet because you can afford a pet. If that pet dies, yes, again it's an emotional thing. First of all, I'm against buying pets. You just pick up a mongrel on the road or a cat on the road and you look after that, right? You don't go and pay money and buy. But that's a controversial topic, not what I'm talking about, right? So you look at whether you need insurance on the basis that will it cause will it cripple you financially, will it hurt you very badly financially? If it will hurt you very badly financially, then you should go and get yourself an insurance. You don't need to insure your bicycle. I mean, my bicycle is not insured, my phone is not insured, my watch is not insured, my wardrobe is not insured, nothing. I mean, I'll definitely be upset if my cycle were to get stolen. I would be very upset if my watch were to get spoiled, but I could just go and get a new one, right? Or I could get a new phone. Not that I'm very happy destroying it. Yes, emotionally I will be upset for maybe half an hour, 1 hour, depending on the value. Then I'll put a value to it and say, okay, I can afford it, so let me just go ahead and buy a new one. So some of these things you don't need insurance. Honestly, after a particular level of net worth, you don't need medical insurance. You just think that if there is a medical 3 lakh rupee payment to be made, you just pay it out of your wealth that you already have. If you're paying 15,000 rupees or 25,000 rupees or 35,000 rupees, depending on your age, and your premium keeps increasing, sometimes you reach a level when you know that you don't need insurance. My mother does not have too much of medical insurance, maybe 1.5 lakhs, but we have never used it for so many years, and I'm not too much worried that if her bill comes to 3 lakhs, I'm sure I can afford the remaining 1.5 lakhs. In fact, she can afford it out of her portfolio. So sometimes when you know you've reached a level when you can afford to keep the risk on your books, you don't need to take insurance, right? It's as simple as that. For example, if it's a big group and it has a lot of income coming from in US dollars, and it has also got expenses in US dollar, it does not need to get any hedge, right? It has got a natural hedge. It does not have to take any hedge insurance, saying, okay, I'm going to earn in dollars, I'm going to spend in dollars. So if the rupee dollar changes dramatically, goes to 95 or goes to 65, whatever happens, I'll get hurt or not get hurt, doesn't matter, because my income and expense is in dollars, right? But if only your income were in dollars, and if the dollar were to strengthen, you benefit, but if the dollar were to weaken, you would lose. So you might create some hedge, saying next 3 months, 6 months position I'll hedge. So check whether you need the insurance, check whether it is going to hurt you emotionally or financially. Emotional hurts don't have to be financially insured, and it does not make any sense, right? Which parent wants to live off the money got by child insurance? So he said, no, this is not for me to benefit, it is for him to benefit. The rates now are low. So if I took a 2 crore policy, and if it took it for 30 years, which is the maximum he could get, so at the age of 45 he will get some money. I said, first of all, which means you're buying some kind of an insurance which is a money back kind of a thing, right? Or a ULIP or a money back or something like that. I said, A, it's not attractive. B, he will not get so much of insurance because he does not have any income. The maximum he'll get is about 10 lakhs. That's not going to be significant. I said, there is only one time when child insurance makes sense: if you are using money which is very important for you, in the sense that you have got a 2 crore net worth and you have put 50 lakhs or 75 lakhs for your child's education, then to that extent of 75 lakhs or something, you can take a term insurance provided you get that. In India it's very difficult or almost impossible unless you have a 75 lakh educational loan for which you have given a guarantee. Then perhaps you could get a 75 lakh term loan, term insurance, right? So that is the only time when a child insurance is justified. Otherwise, taking a child insurance because a child will get money after a particular stage, because it's a ULIP or a money back or an endowment, does not make any sense. So don't take that child insurance. Don't take any insurance which you can actually afford to keep on your own books, right? If you can afford, if you can't afford if you can't afford a 1,25,000 phone, you wouldn't buy it. If you have bought it, do you need insurance for it? I wouldn't take insurance, because I think it would be almost very impossible to claim, especially more because most phones would be you'd lose it. It would not be stolen. You would have left it in the car, you should have, in an auto rickshaw, in a plane, or anywhere, and that's not something which you can claim for, right? So it's not worth. Look at insurance very hard. Is it going to create a financial loss? Is the premium reasonable? Then take it. Don't take insurance just because it is cheap. Thank you.